Good afternoon, folks. I recently attended the Legends and Sports and Games card show in Grand Rapids, Michigan, and made a few pickups, mostly of the dollar variety, which is what I tend to focus on, in particular baseball. The show was pretty good turnout. A little bit down compared to the last few months, but certainly above average from what it was last year. Quite a bit of Pokemon, a lot of football, and then some baseball and basketball sprinkled in. I tend to focus mostly on the baseball dollar boxes, which is what I'm going to primarily show today. I made 5 different pickups for 5 different dealers. This first stack came from a father and son duo, really good people. The son was selling a lot of his cards, lower end mostly, and the father had a few higher end cards. I only really purchased from the son to start. I got this Juan Soto Rainbow Foil, numbered to 199 from 2022. I know Soto's not the most valuable player in the hobby, which is a little surprising just based on his skill level and what he's gotten paid, but for a buck, which is what this was, I thought I'd pick it up. Same for this. This is $1. Every card in here was $1 unless it was marked differently. This Phil Niekro, out of 199 from the 2022 Topps Platinum. This Pete Alonso was the only stickered card that I picked up, and it was Pete Alonso out of 50, a rookie card of his for $10. He's off to a really great start, and so for $10 of the numbered rookie, I thought I'd grab that. It is unlicensed with Panini, but I think they did a good job kind of making it look like it's not unlicensed. Another Juan Soto. There was a few Juan Sotos in this. This is out of Topps Fire, gold-plated, gold-minted insert card from 2022. I did pick up this football card for $1, Rome Odunze, rated rookie. I'm a Lions fan, so I get to watch Odunze twice a year. And didn't have the greatest rookie year, but they've got a good team. I think they'll have a good quarterback, so for $1, figured I'd pick it up. Jorge Posada, numbered to 250, also out of the 2022 Topps Platinum Anniversary. It's a yellow wave. Pretty cool card for $1. Cam Collier, he was a big name back in the hobby about 2 years ago. I don't know how he's performing today, but it's a parallel out of $4.99 for $1. I thought I'd pick it up in case he lives up to his hype. A couple football cards here for $1. Lamar Jackson, club level Prism out of 2023 Panini. Cool card. I thought that would be worth more than what it was, but I looked it up on eBay and it's just $1 card. Tom Brady fireworks insert out of 2021 Prism. Cool card. I knew that one wasn't really worth much, but it's Tom Brady, which I'm a sucker for, so thought I'd pick that up. Lou Gehrig Stadium Club Prism, or Refractor rather, out of 2022 Stadium Club Chrome. And these ones were actually only 50 cents. They're just base rookies. I got one Devers and one Kyle Tucker. Devers, a player who I think is kind of underrated and undervalued in the hobby. It is just a base rookie, but something I thought I'd hold on to for 50 cents. Same with Kyle Tucker, who's having a fantastic year to start. Just a base rookie of him out of Bowman 2019 rather. So that was that stack. In total, I paid $20 for all of this, and thought I got a good deal out of it. The second stack was the biggest one I purchased, and was actually my first pickup. It was a total of $60. All the cards in here were marked at 3, but I put together a big enough stack that they went down to 2. So to start, I got this Sharif Abdur-Rahim Topps Chrome Refractor. I picked up a lot of these refractors. I kind of like them from the older 2000s. I think they're kind of hold a lot of value just because they didn't print the cards as heavily as they did back then, so the refractors hold a little bit more value. So I thought that was cool. Don't know anything about this player, but Jarrell Worthy, rookie for the Packers, autograph for for $2. I said, why not? Jason Witten, another refractor out of Topps Chrome. Not a rookie or anything, but one of the best tight ends in the league. I enjoyed watching him, even though I'm not a Cowboys fan. It's in pretty good condition. It's well-centered, so for $2, pick that up. Phillip Rivers, rookie, Upper Deck, $2 purchase. Dallas Clark, Topps, or rather Bowman Chrome rookie. Not really any value to that, but for $2. This Larry Johnson, number to 500. Walter Payton, out of 1987. Kind of enjoy the older cards, and I don't really know the values too well, but I enjoy picking up and learning about them. This Jamar Chase I thought would have been worth a little bit more than it was. I picked it up again, $2 for all of this, but a rookie Prism. I know it's kind of in his college uniform, but thought that one would have been a good one to sell on eBay, but it turns out it's just a dollar card. Walter Payton from 1985 Topps. Cool card, well-centered. The back's got a little bit of, I don't know, red on it, so not the greatest condition, but still cool from older card. I'm a big Lions fan and have always wanted to score Barry Sanders, so I figured why not pick up the reprint of it. Pretty cool card. Very, very famous card, the original was, so for $2 I picked up the reprint. This is a Michael Olowokandi autograph. Not much value there, but again, $2, why not? Chris Webber, gold medallion. I am still learning the 90s basketball cards, so I don't really know what holds value and what doesn't, and I'm learning. This one does not hold a lot of value. I did pick up a lot of LeBron Prisms in this lot, some of which were good buys, others like this one, not so much. This one's from 2022-2023. Insert Prism, not really worth much. Same here, just a silver Prism out of Select 2021-2022. This is a facsimile auto of Dale Ellis, who I don't really know. I did think this was a legitimate auto when I picked it up. It's numbered to 869, but that's just a facsimile. Here's back to some more valuable cards, or $5, $6 cards, ones that if I put on eBay, I'd make a profit on. This LeBron James Prism out of 2021-2022, probably a $4 card. Daryl Dawkins Topps Chrome, numbered to 999. I don't grade, but if I did, I would probably grade this one. It's easily a 9, maybe a 10. Very well centered. The corners are sharp, and I didn't see any surface scratches. Cool card of a good player. Tim Thomas auto of a brand I don't really know the scoreboard, but kind of cool. Fred Taylor. I guess I overvalue this guy. The hobby doesn't really appreciate him. At least the prices don't reflect it. But growing up, he was a heck of a running back for the Jaguars. That's numbered to 399, red parallel. Good card here. Also pretty well centered. Sharp corners. Good surface. If I did grade, I'd probably send this one as well. Lamar Odom refractor out of 2024 Topps. 2004 Topps. Allen Iverson insert out of Bowman's Best. Nothing fancy with this, but he's a great player out of 1997. Andre Iguodala memorabilia. This was game worn. It's out of 250. So game worn on a 250 of a good player. Figured why not pick it up. Another good LeBron Prism out of Select 2021-2022. It's premier level. That's a probably $5 or $6 card, so good pickup for me there. Turbocharged LeBron Prism, Select 2021-2022. I don't know basketball cards, at least their prices too well, but I ended up doing pretty good on this one. Jason Williams gold medallion, so I was a little surprised to see that this one does hold value. It's probably a $10 card, whereas the Chris Webber didn't. Maybe it's just the year. This one's out of 1999, but it's fun learning about these things. George Mikan, I don't really know him, but he played for the Minneapolis Lakers. It's numbered out of 999. Some of these older players, they hold a lot of value. Sean Marion memorabilia. He was another player I really enjoyed with the Suns. This is out of 2008, 2009. It does say it's game used, so. Cool Steph Curry Prism, Purple Wave, I think it is. 2021-2022 Prism. And then rounding off this is two refractors, one of Sharif Abdur-Rahim from 2003 Topps Chrome. And then the last one, Dikembe Mutombo out of 2003 Topps Chrome as well. This stack here was $30. I got a lot of baseball out of this, but surprisingly, towards the end, you'll see a pickup that I think was with football, and I think is a very valuable card. Each of these were stickered. If it's not stickered, it's $1, and then everything else was stickered. I did pick up a lot of Paul Skeens, someone who I guess I haven't been following his pricing very closely, but I know last year his cards were really valuable, even the base ones. So I thought for $1, why not pick them up? But these two Stars of MLB cards, not really worth much, $1, surprisingly, even though I was a rookie. Same with this, maybe a $3 card, Paul Skeens out of the Holiday, Topps Holiday. Stadium Club, rookie. I do like Stadium Club just because the images are always fantastic, but maybe a $3 or $4 card for $1. I was surprised by this one. Thought it'd be worth maybe $10. Again, I don't really follow his prices, but I know that this year of Stadium Club, the chromes were kind of harder to find. Maybe a short print. Maybe that's the wrong word, but certainly limited. So I thought this one would be a $10 card, but turns out it's only $4 or $5. This one, even though it's unlicensed, is also $3, $4 card for $1. I figure it's Paul Skeens. He'll sell quickly on eBay, which is what I tend to do with most of these cards. So pick that up and might make $1, break even. Same with this. I think this is Archives. Paul Skeens rookie. I messed up a little bit on this one. Spencer Torkelson is off to a fantastic start. MVP so far. It's early, but I thought this was a short print or image variation of him. It was not. So just a base Spencer Torkelson for $1. Again, some older cards, which I like to sprinkle in and buy. Nothing of value here, but Ozzie Smith, great player from 1984 Topps. Same thing here, not much value, but Carlton Fisk, great player from 1981 Topps. This AJ Minter, I think he's a good pitcher. I think he's on the Mets now, but when he was with the Braves last year, this would have been a color match. So this is a color match out of 199. So cool looking card of a good pitcher. I know pitchers don't hold a lot of value, but I think that's still probably a $6, $7 card. Royce Lewis, if he can ever stay healthy, this man will tear up the league. He's a great player. This is a rookie mojo. Cool card out of 2022 Topps. Justin Upton, kind of a great player. Not a Hall of Famer, but certainly Hall of Very Good. He did play with the Tigers for a year or two, but this card is with the Diamondbacks, which is where he got his start, I believe, out of 99. Jung Ho Lee off to a great start with the San Francisco Giants, a team that's kind of surprising me of how good they're doing. But this is an uncommon from Topps Finest. It's a refractor and a rookie, so good card of a good player. So now we're getting into the stickered prices. Bobby Witt, someone who I'm always looking for, but ever since last year, his cards have been a little bit at least they're not in the dollar box anymore, his rookies anyways. But I did pick up this for $2. Any Bobby Witt rookie is going to be $2 in my opinion, at least. Doesn't have the rookie logo and it is unlicensed, but still from 2022, his rookie year. Panini, cool card. Another Bobby Witt, not a rookie or anything, but it is a parallel from 2024 Stadium Club. Ellie, who, man, he is hot or cold depending on the day. He just hit a grand slam yesterday, but a rookie prism of his, rookie mojo rather, cool card. This is the one that I think is pretty valuable. It was only $5, and it was an Alabama quarterback who At least when the Saban era, they were turning out mostly running backs and other players, but they've had some good quarterbacks come out of there too. But I think this is a $20 card, so it's on eBay for 15 for me. We'll see how it does, but I do think this one was pretty good value. Quay Walker, just a name I know, just because he plays the Lions a couple times a year. I think he did blow the game for him 2 years ago when he was playing the Lions. He committed a dumb penalty, and I think it cost him the game. So, but I do think he is a good player, from my understanding. But rookie prism of that, it is absolute, so not the most valuable card, but still pretty cool. And then college, I don't know college very well, college football, other than the Wolverines and the Spartans, but Trey Moore, first Bowman, Shimmer, Purple Shimmer. I thought with the draft coming up, if he is in the draft, which I don't know, I'd pick that up for $1. So that stack was 30. I think in total it came out to 33, but he just said pay me 30 and we'll be good. So that was a pretty good stack here. This one is probably the most, odd purchase I made. This stack here. The sticker prices, ignore those. I think some of them are off. Some of them are undervalued, overvalued. I don't know. I couldn't gather. He was going off the sticker price, but I knew in my head that those were off. This Justin Verlander, it's a Mojo green out of 99 from 2023 Topps. Cool card. I think that's probably a $10 card. I should start by saying this whole lot was $35 for everything. So, good, off to a good start with this card, I think. Jackson Chourio, Prism rookie. It is not the debut. It's the normal rookie who's having a great season so far, 2024. Curtis Mead. So I think this is where we were off. He valued this card probably around $20, just because he knew he had a great spring training. But that's spring training, and now that the season started, he's kind of not doing very well. But it's still young, so he's got a chance, and hopefully he does do well. But this is a rookie autograph out of Bowman's Best. No prism or parallel on it or anything. Austin Wells. So he's a pretty good catcher. And so I thought, okay, Bowman first Mojo, why not pick it up? This one, for whatever reason, is like extremely short printed. On eBay or ComC, there are like very few listed. And from what I've gathered, maybe this was only printed in Asia or something along those lines. But I have it listed myself at 15 on eBay. It is the lowest price. So I don't know. Hopefully that one does well for me, because I could not find any comps on it. A Bobby Witt. Again, I'm picking up Bobby Witt rookies whenever I can for a good price. So this is a Bowman Chrome. It's in very good condition. Again, I don't grade, but man, the surface is great. The centering's pretty good. So yeah, he's having a great year. Ronald Acuna, I know he is injured, but for a rookie, I don't have too many of him. He's still a great player. When he comes back, I'm sure he'll do well, although the Braves are off to a pretty bad start. The thing about this, though, is I didn't look, and I guess I need to be more careful about that, is there is some damage on the back. I don't know if you guys can see that, but a little bit of dirt or, food stain or something there. So I did not check this over very well, so kind of messed up there. Same with this Whit Merrifield, who's a good player for the Royals for a while, but it's an autograph of his. This has a massive crease. Hopefully you guys can see that right down the middle of the card. Another thing that I overlooked. So I've got it listed for pretty cheap on eBay, but an autograph of Whit Merrifield. Junior Caminero, another guy who's had a lot of hype, but maybe not off to the best start. Still doing pretty good, but pink rookie refractor, still very young, so thought I'd hold on to that for a little while. And Chipper Jones, one of the most famous Braves. This card's pretty cool. It's a refractor, number 2, 1952. So very high number, but still a cool card. That rounds that out for $35 again. This is the last stack. The very last purchase I made was this. It was a buy one, get one free. So anything with the white sticker was $1, and then anything with this yellow sticker was $2. These are some of my favorite cards, these purple shocks. You get them out of the blaster box, I think. So I've got a lot of Lions Purple Shock rookies, but Chase Young, who's a great player, rated rookie, Purple Shock. I think come football season, that'll probably be a good card to have. Tucker Kraft, rated rookie. He had a great year. I know that just because we faced him twice, the Lions did, but I think he's a really great tight end from what I hear, and this is a Prism rated rookie out of Optic. Pretty cool card. I was a little surprised on these next few pickups. I thought that, this Joe Burrow, even though it's not a rookie, it is a Prism, would have held some value just because he is such a good quarterback. But, I did only get it for $1, but it's probably worth that. Ja'Marr Chase, again, these two, I thought, a rookie of Ja'Marr Chase, one of the best wide receivers, that's got to be worth something more than $1, but not necessarily. Luckily, I did get these buy one, get one free, so I think I paid $8 for this whole stack. Cedric Irvin, numbered to 2,999. Not a valuable card, and I kind of knew that buying this, but it is a Lion, and it's a neat-looking card, so I picked that up. Same here, didn't expect, to sell this one, but it's one that I'll put in my binder. Billy Sims out of Topps 1982. Otis Anderson, good player, good running back, Topps 1980. Steph Curry, we're getting into the $2 cards because I got the yellow sticker, but still buy one, get one free. This is a Prism, Steph Curry, not a valuable card or anything like that, but I did think it was, but not yet. Maybe when he retires. Peyton Manning, I know some of these early cards can hold a lot of value, and this is, even if it's not like a parallel or anything like that, out of 1999, so cool card, but not worth anything more than $1. Probably lost on that one. Stafford, this is my first card of Stafford in a Lions uniform. He's the best quarterback to ever put on a Lions uniform. Sorry, Jared Goff, love you, but Stafford was fantastic with the Lions, and this is a Topps Finest Refractor. Hopefully, when he retires in a few years, he goes into the Hall of Fame as a Lion. I do think he'll be in the Hall of Fame, but my guess is he'll go in as a Ram, unfortunately. Scott Mitchell, not a great player, but I shouldn't say that. He was a decent player for the Lions. This is a Stadium Come Triumvirate, and I know not necessarily bought this for the player, but because I know these Triumvirates were highly sought after cards. So cool card. So that rounds out my purchases at the card show this weekend. It was fun. I enjoy always finding those deals in the bargain bin. I do have a few more cards I thought I'd share with you that I picked up online. A friend and I were talking about Damon Stoudemire and how great of a player he was back in the day. So I looked up, and this card was only like $8 for an auto. So I picked that up. I'll hold on to this one. Some of these, all-star, maybe not Hall of Famers, but really good players from the 90s and the early 2000s, you can get their autographs for super cheap online. So it's kind of nice for me when I like to pick these up and hold on to them. It's only out of Hoops, but cool card. I stopped purchasing packs of cards after Series 1 of 2023 baseball. I did that because the price is just outrageous and the value you get from them is next to nothing. So now I just focus on singles. But I did want to get some rookie cards of Jackson Merrill, just because I think he is a good player. He's really young. He's on a great team. I think that he will long-term be maybe one of the faces of baseball. So I just wanted to get some rookies of him for cheap. They're Topps now, so it's not like they're super valuable cards, but I think they hold a little bit more value than just the base rookie. But I got all 4 of these online from a seller who packaged these really well. I'm surprised by that. But I did have to end up paying 75 cents extra for shipping because I guess the seller didn't pay enough for shipping, so the mail person asked me to pay for it. So I did end up paying that. But for all these, it was only like $11, so I'm not complaining too much. So that's all I have for now. I am making a really big COMC purchase, my first one on there. I think I'll make a video showing what I've picked up there and maybe whatever I've sold on eBay, because that's typically what I do. I buy these cards, try to flip them on eBay, and then the money that I have left over, I put in I make some kind of older purchases, older cards, and put those in my collection. Thanks for watching.